Alright, hey you guys, this is TsubakiSwagg, and I'm coming to you with my collective review of Mr. Osomatsu. I can't remember what episode I left off on, so I'll probably say like 3 through 5 or 3 through 4. I can't remember how many there are now, but I have been keeping up with them. I love this show. For those of you who watched my first impression of this show is fucking hilarious. And I thought it was going to be a little bit different, but I am kind of happy that they did go back to the original design of the manga, because the manga was like Osomatsu-San, and it was from like I said it in my first review, it was like 1960 something. And it was originally like in black and white or whatever, which most manga are, but it was like a gag manga, so it was literally just a manga to make people laugh and stuff. And I actually really like the show because they have no filter, and some of the stuff they say, you're like, this is on Crunchyroll? What? They actually put this on Crunchyroll? But this show is fucking awesome, and I love it to pieces. It made me laugh. It was probably one of the lights of my past 3-week absence, and I'm so this show is just so hilarious. And over the past few episodes, we've seen like the Osomatsu and his other 5 of the 6-tuplets trying to figure out what they're going to do with their life. Of course, most of them were like, we just want to live off of our parents. We don't want to have to work. We haven't been working for 20 years, so why should we work now? All of them are adults, and they're still living with their mom and dad, or their mom and dad is still letting them live with them. And pretty much like the past few episodes, including this last one, was them like they had a interview process to see, because their mom and dad were separating. They were having an interview process to see who would stay with their mom, because their dad was pretty much like, you're going to be out on the street, and I ain't going to try to put up with you and your mess. So they were all trying to figure out who was going to go with their mother. And of course, Choromatsu, who is the like voice, the voice of reason in the show, was like, why are we doing this? Why are we trying to fight for our parents' affection? Blah blah blah. So all of course, Totomatsu was the first to go through, because he played like he played like the nonchalant card. Like, he pretty much said that he didn't want to go through this process because he was going to try to make it out on his own, blah blah blah, and his mom took to that, so she of course let him go in. It was like Jushimatsu is a creepo, and he pretty much was like, do you want to know what would happen if you left me by myself? I don't think the world would be ready for him to be alone, on his own. So of course she let him go. Then like Karamatsu, I believe Karamatsu and Ichimatsu, Karamatsu and Ichimatsu were pretty much like kicked to the curb. Of course, and then Osomatsu made it through, and then Choromatsu tried to make it through, and he almost did, because he told his mom that he was going to give her grandbabies. And of course, grandmothers are like, yes, give me grandbabies, I want my grandbabies, which I don't understand. I probably won't for a very long time, but so he kind of made it through, and then he made them snap out of it. He was like, why are we doing this? Why are we trying to fight for our parents' affection? Why don't we just try to make them, like, get them to stay together, blah blah blah. So they talked to their parents, and their parents was like, maybe we can work something out. And they were all so happy and go lucky and everything. And then it turns out that what they meant by workout was they made this like this like game show type thing where they were like pulling names and stuff, and both of them pulled Choromatsu. So I don't understand. Choromatsu was like, what the heck is going on? And then there was also another episode a while ago where they were playing a game in the bath, and I believe it was Choromatsu, had to guess whose penis was coming up out of the water. And it was just, like I said, this show does not look like it would be a Crunchyroll show, but this show is so fucking hilarious. If you don't mind a little off-color humor, then you'll love this show, because the show was so freaking funny, and it had me rolling the whole time. Like, there were a few times throughout the episodes that I had to stop because I was laughing so hard I couldn't read the subtitles. this is when it would be a good time for me to be able to understand Japanese fluently, because I do understand some words, and I'm still working on that. I'm trying to learn some more, so this would be a good time when I could listen and understand what they're saying, because I was laughing so fucking hard. Like, I was crying, like literally, like tears were running down my face. I was crying so hard. It was so awesome. I love this show. So yeah, if you have not watched this show, I suggest that you go watch it, because you will not regret it in the slightest. The show is freaking amazing, and I love it to pieces. So yeah, so as always, please remember to comment, thumbs up, and subscribe. It helps me a whole lot. And this is TsubakiSwagg saying adios.